welcome back to the Cheltenham Countdown YouTube channel. This is the final day's preview ahead of this year's Cheltenham Festival. There's another stacked card at Cheltenham, which does include the Gold Cup, and Galopin Des Champs is the headline act, aiming to go and win 3 successive wins in the race. Will we be witnessing history on day 4? I'll give my tips of the day, as you know, as well as my best bets towards the end of the video for the whole week in the handicaps, and a recap as well of my naps of the festival. So the first race of the day is the Triumph Hurdle, and I'll keep these races short and sweet today, guys, on Friday's card. East India Dock is a 2-1 market leader here. Lulamba is 9-4, Hello Neighbour 5-1, and it's 14-1, bigger than the rest. The top 3 in the market, and it's between these 3 really. East India Dock, we'll start off with him. A solid horse after this season at Cheltenham with 2 wins already at the course this season. Lulamba, a very talented individual on his day, but how much more has he got left to improve for this race? And Hello Neighbour, best of the Irish contingent this season. Does he do a whole lot when he's out in front, though? That's my only concern with him. So they all have question marks going up against each other in the Triumph Hurdle. It's a race I don't have the best record in, to be honest, but short and sweet, and we're choosing Lulamba. And we're choosing Lulamba for Nicky Henderson this year to go and win. I believe there's a lot more we haven't seen from this horse on the track, like I said earlier. And he could easily drift on the day. His price could easily be pushed out before the race. And that's when I'll be punting on him. That's when I'll be selecting Lulamba as my horse. That's when I'll be putting him up on the Friday. When his price does drift, I'll be putting some more money on Lulamba, because I think he's the most sort of unexposed type of the 3, if you can say that, because I know they are juveniles, but they haven't had many runs in their career. Lulamba's only had 2, as one is both his races in Auteuil and Ascot, and I think he's got a lot more to come from him. So my selection to begin Gold Cup day in the Triumph Hurdle is going to be Lulamba for Nicky Henderson. At 2 o'clock is the County Hurdle on Friday, and Copec de Me for Willie Mullins is your market leader at 4-1. Absurd again for Willie Mullins is 6-1. Lark in the Morning 6-1, and then you got McClory, Cargeese and Valgran all 8-1. It's 11-1 bar. Again, another race where I've had an absolutely abysmal record in a Cheltenham in. This race is so tough to analyse most of the time. Again this year, I feel I'm feeling swayed away from the horses at the top of the market, so I may have 2 to back in this race in the County Hurdle. So my first pick could be in Darwy for Gordon Elliott. He could be my first selection next week. Off 140, he finished second in the Galway Hurdle at the beginning of the season. Has been put away since, so he could be one at 20-1 with an each way chance. If you can find 6 or 7 places on the day, if you shop around for each way purposes. If you are backing each way, like I said, look around for the bookmakers that are offering the most each way places. And I will have also another selection on the day. So I'll have 2 tips for the County Hurdle this year. We'll try and go for 2 selections to try and get out my first win in the race for a while. And try and get an elusive winner that I've been eluded of for a while in the County Hurdle. The Mare's Chase is the 3rd race of the day, and Dino Blue is a strong favourite here, and the favourite of the week that I'm very happy to back. She's one of the favourites that I'm very sweet on. She's rock solid at 13-8, I feel, in the market. Now ahead of Allegory Devassi, who's had her chance for Willie Mullins. Only by night is 11-2 for Gavin Cromwell. Spindleberry's 13-2 and is 7-1 bar those. JP's mare, Dino Blue, I should say, has strong form and finished second here last season. She also incidentally finished second in the Grand Annual a few seasons ago as well. I've already put her in some of my accas for the week, and I'd be surprised if she gets beat. She's one of my best bets of the day on Friday on day 4, really, despite being top weight. She'll have her day at Cheltenham. Definitely have her day at Cheltenham. I'm sure of it. She deserves a win of the festival this year. I really dislike Allegory Devassi, and I couldn't go near her whatsoever. Like I said, Dino Blue does have some course form. She finished second in the Mare's Chase last season, second in the Grand Annual the year before. I think she'll have her day in the sun this season. 320 is the Bartlett, and if Final Demand for Willie Mullins does run here, I think he wins. But on the basis and the thought that he doesn't run, and he goes obviously to the Turners on the Wednesday, I'd probably go with Wingmen for the Albert Bartlett at 11-1, who did finish second behind Final Demand at Leopardstown in the DRF last time out. He's a very solid horse's wingman, always gets placed in his races, and stepping up to 3 miles will hopefully suit him. For some reason, I don't like the Big Western. I just don't find her very appealing to me, especially at her price of 5-1 at the moment, and especially on the drying ground. So I'm going to put her aside. I don't like the Big Western over Henry Bromhead, unfortunately. And if the Yellow Clay for Gordon Elliott as well doesn't run in this race, then Wingman's price again will definitely contract even more. So there are some bits and bobs to be sorted out in this race at the moment with the market leaders, whether or not Final Demand and the Yellow Clay do run or not. If they don't run, Wingman's price will definitely come down. So I'm going to be backing Wingman very soon before the confirmations and declarations come out. Moving on to the Gold Cup, the feature race of the Friday and the biggest race of the week at Cheltenham. Short and sweet this year. Galloping the Shop will win the race. He will win it for the 3rd successive time. It's a race for 2nd place, I feel. Even though I've put Galloping in so many accas this week ahead, he is very bomb-proof and will win his 3rd Cheltenham Gold Cup. Hopefully, I pray there'll be history at Cheltenham next Friday, and it will be the hottest ticket in town. 2nd place, though, as I mentioned earlier, is a race. It's a race for that 2nd place finish. It may go to Banbridge, or at a bigger price, it may go to Hewick. One of those 2 horses I think could get the 2nd and 3rd. That is going to be my 1, 2, 3. It's going to be Galloping the Shop, Banbridge, and Hewick. That's who I think will be the top 3 in the Gold Cup. But they'll all be chasing Galloping's tail. Every horse in our race, how many we get in the Gold Cup, I'm not sure about yet. But whoever we get in the Gold Cup will definitely be chasing Galloping the Shop up the hill as he scoots clear for 3 Gold Cups. 440 is the Hunter's Chase. And I like It's on the Line and Will It Go Ahead for this particular race. 2 shorties, 2 short prices. But I think they're the 2 progressive ones as well. 4-1 and 5-1 at the moment will do me. So if all goes well up to this penultimate race of the week, I'll hopefully save a little bet for this race as well. We could be home and dry by this time, guys. We could be home and dry. I've beaten the bookies by this point. But if you haven't and want a winner, I think you should side with either It's on the Line or Will It Go Ahead. And of course, the very last race of the meeting is the Martin Pipe Handicap Hurdle, where I've already backed East India Express for Nicky Henderson in my Antipode series. Quite well handicapped, and I put him up at 14-1, like I said earlier this month. My only concern is his best form has tended to be on flat track. So will he like Cheltenham? We'll have to wait and see. But to end the festival, hopefully with a Martin Pipe winner, as I did last year with Better Days Ahead, this year I'm going to go with East India Express for Nicky Henderson. So that is it. 4 days done, 28 races looked at. I'll quickly, before I go, give you my nap of the festival too. For you guys who didn't hear it during the week, it is Ballyburn on the Wednesday in the Brown Advisory that I'm going to be napping. He's my best bet of the entire week. I think you'll go and hack up in the Brown Advisory on the Wednesday, okay? My best handicap bet will be on the same day as well, Impose at 12-1 in the Coral Cup. So 2 bets there on day 2. Before you guys want to bet bigger prices, a bigger value, I do have a long each way selection for you all as well. It's going to be in the Kimyo on Thursday, and I'm going to be backing Wise Guy at 33-1. Yeah, 33-1. That's my long each way selection of the week. Is going to be Wise Guy in the Kimyo on the Thursday, the last race on day 3, okay? I do really hope you've enjoyed my 4 preview videos this week. I've tried keeping them fairly short and sweet for you guys watching, as there are so many previews out there for you guys to consider as well. But before you go, I hope you have enjoyed my 4 videos, like I said. Please like the video if you can. Comment any of your selections. I wait to hear what you guys think as well. And please, this is very important. Subscribe to the channel to get all the very best content you want for next week. I will be at the racecourse next week, and I'll be giving some content online from the track every day of the week. The subscribers have shot up this week, and I'm very appreciative of that. So I really do hope you enjoy what is a brilliant 4 days in National Hunt Racing. Enjoy the Cheltenham Festival. I'll see you all at the end of it. Thanks for watching.